What is up, guys? It's Carl from Keymod. So I'm back here today again and bring to you another new blaster. This time it will be the CYMA or CYMA, however you pronounce it. Now, CYMA or CYMA is a very renowned brand. They are very popular for making entry levels or so-called the affordable airsoft guns, in the airsoft market. They are especially popular for manufacturing the AK type of airsoft guns. So it kind of surprised all of us that their first blaster in the gel market, the gel blaster market, would be an M4 type gel blaster. So let's begin. Now this is the box. This is how it will be shipped. Nothing too fancy. Just some standard words, list of warnings here, all in Chinese. Okay. So pretty sturdy though, I have to say. I guess from the experience of manufacturing airsoft. Right, so once you open it, you'll be fitted with something like this. Plastic type molding that holds the blaster in place. User manual. Here we are. It says JD-001 and JD-002. Now, that's the first two blaster that from CYMA or CYMA for the gel blaster. So both of them are featured in one single piece of user manual. The user manual just tells you very simple stuff like how to insert the magazines, the operations of the stock, how do you set the iron sights, gel safety, and how to insert the batteries. Pretty useful, I reckon. That's just standard stuff. Let's just put that aside. So this is all that you'll be getting in the standard package at least. So you get the main gel blaster itself, safety goggle, empty bottle for you to store your gels, a pack of a golden pack milky gels, and then it's supposed to be sweet of them to include this, I guess. Supposed to call it a quick gel reloader or something, speed loader. And then a standard cheapo LiPo batteries, and then a USB chargers, and of course the magazine, and that's pretty much it. So just let me get everything out and we'll go through all the stuff one by one. Right, so the blaster itself, the magazines, and the battery, all the components needed to make the blaster operational. So right off the bat, let's discuss about the magazine. The magazine looks quite good actually. There's no markings, no engravings anywhere. It's just simple. It's actually made of I think it is actually plastic. It's like ABS type of a plastic. It doesn't feel like it's nylon, but regardless, it's not bad. Like say if I have a Gen 9 Mac here to compare, it looks better than the Gen 9s. It's a one-piece construction at least, not like the Gen 9 has plenty of screw holes here. And how you open is from the top, unlike the Gen 9 from here. And then the notch where the magazine, the mag catch latches onto. The position is a bit different from the usual type we saw on the gel blaster, like the XM and stuff, just to say. But it is actually identical to the one that you find in Kublai Max. So yeah, just showing you quickly, and we can get rid of the magazine, get it out of the way. Right, so to the main gel blaster itself. Now this is the SR16-E3 model from Knights Armament. So as you can tell, it has a URX4, I believe. URX Knights Armament URX4 Keymod handguards, and then it has a pretty cool buttstock here. I'm not sure what it's called. Sorry. If you know what it's called, please tell me in the comment sections. And then it has a TD type motor grips. That's very comfy. And then a KAC type of trigger guard, and then the rest is pretty standard M4 stuff. Now the whole blaster, it is, I would say probably 90% is made of nylons. The handguard is nylon, the main receiver is nylon, the buttstock is nylon, you know. Even the sight here, you know, it does look pretty good right from the camera, I suppose. Even in real life, if you look it at about 2-3 feet away, it do look pretty good. You probably won't notice that it's actually plastic or nylon. I think it's nylon, I'm not sure, but yeah, regardless, plastic or nylon, it's not bad for what you get out of the box. What else? Things that are metal. Let's see. How do you open this? The buffer tube is metal. The sling mount is metal. Yeah, the outer barrel is also made of metal, surprisingly. So what else? The pins, I suppose. But the rest, including the magazine catch, yes, it's nylon. It's not metal. The magazine catch is nylon. That's pretty much about it. So first impression, I have to say it does look quite nice and quite impressive actually for the price point. In Malaysia, I suppose the latest price I gotten from the local seller is about Ringgit Malaysia 400. Now 400 Ringgit for this, I think is actually a pretty good deal. Like if you say compared to the JM9, you know, JM9 used to be around 350, 380 as well, but this is way better than the Gen 9. I mean, excellently, at least. In terms of the harness and quality of the shells, how the upper and the lower mix together is pretty good. Let's take a closer look. It's a receiver, and it does have a dummy bolt. But one thing funny about the dummy bolt is I'm not quite sure what kind of material it's made of. It looks like non-metal, looks like nylon to me, but we'll find that out when I tear this whole cluster down to, you know, down to the gearbox in the next video. So now this is the handguard, the KAC URX4 Keymod. I believe this is a 10-inch. Yes, 10-inch, and it does include 3 pieces of a rail, 2 short, one here, one on the other side, and the longest on the bottom, pre-installed, you know, when it's off box. So if you have any attachment, you can attach it to it right away without the need to purchase the Keymod's rail separately. But that's pretty sweet. Although I do have to say it is actually made of plastics, not nylon. Yes, I believe it's plastic because it looks pretty shiny at some, you know, certain angle. So that's that. But few things I don't like about this blaster when I first hold it. The handguard. I mean, the handguard itself is fine. It's pretty nicely molded, relatively straight, but yuck, right? I really cannot stand that. I cannot stand wobbly handguards on my gel blaster. I just cannot take it. Oh my god, this is disgusting, man. But thankfully on the other model, which is an M4 CQB, this problem seems to be non-existent, seems to be quite well built. But I noticed one of the problems with this wobbly handguard is because how they actually attach it to the barrel nut. It's just through one piece of this Keymod lock, I guess. I'm not sure what you call it, but once you get this Allen screw out and get this lock out, and you can pretty much take the entire handguard out. So it's pretty convenient, but it sacrifices too much, you know, in terms of the rigidity. Even the outer barrel shakes together, so that's a big minus for me. But that's easily fixable. Probably can just upgrade the outer barrel with the aftermarket and a metal handguard, and that probably will solve it. Alright, so that's the first big problem I have with this SR16 model from CYMA. Another, this particular buttstock is very wobbly. Like, it's so loose. Right, but other than that, no real complaint. But yeah, I think it's a bit too loose for my liking, I guess. Right, the grip, TD type motor grip, is very comfortable. I really like this type of a grip. And the rest, pretty much the same, you know, the rear underside. It is adjustable, apparently. You know, windage. But yeah. I don't suppose you can, you can actually adjust the windage, both left, right, and the windage, up, down of the rear side. But I reckon in the gel blaster this is pretty useless, but still, looks good on the blaster, and you really spend another $100 for a pair of a really good, nice metal iron sight. And that's it about the externals. And then second thing I want to move on to is, oh yeah, I forgot, 3 things I don't like about this blaster out of box. This orange muzzle is actually glued permanently to the outer barrel. So and you can't actually attach any kind of hop out because it has a sort of a bell shape, opening or muzzle, what do you call it? So it's impossible to attach any muzzle onto it. So first thing, if you got this blaster, first thing you probably want to do is boil some water and dip this in. And then it will break the glue right away, quite easily actually. Less than 10 seconds, I dip it into it and then it just breaks, and then I could easily get it apart. And thankfully, it does has a 14mm counterclockwise threads here. So you can attach any sort of your favorite muzzle onto it without any problem. And it also has a bit of an inner barrel protrudes out, so for you to install most of the hop out available in the markets right now. So that's one plus, I suppose. But yeah, this is total crap. It's really bad. It doesn't even have proper threads. It's just a bunch of friction knobs. Then they just jam it in, and then they just glue it. But yeah, that out of the way, now we're going to test the blaster itself. So, right, how do you attach the blaster? Install the battery into the buttstock, since it's a buttstock. So usually what we do is we just take off the entire buttstock, like so. Then you have your connector here. What you do is you just connect it, and then you put in the battery, but there. That is as much as you can. That's as far as the battery goes in. This is due to their quick detach mainspring. The mainspring quick detach system. Now you can actually remove the spring without actually taking down the gearbox. It's pretty neat, but there is some sacrifice to make, which is the buffer tube space. Now yeah. So if you have the typical type of batteries, say the Boss LiPo 7.4 volt. Now this is a bit shorter, so this one goes in. Even then, it's still exposed a little bit, And I think that is a bit of a bummer. So it also means that if you have a buttstock installed, you can't actually collapse it all the way. To destroy all the wirings and batteries. You will have to stay here or here, as long as you have battery inside. So I don't like that. So that's another negative from me. I suppose this is why they include this type of buttstock. Let me show you. So this buttstock is designed quite smart. Like, it has a detachable butt pad, and then it has a cover here. And then this allows you to install a different type of a battery into the buttstock itself. So this is the stock battery that includes, so it slides in comfortably, no problem there. So when the battery is installed this way, you have full operations of the, you can adjust the buttstock however you want, whichever position you like, it's no problem there. 7.4 battery will slide in as well, but no problem there, I suppose. This is a Masada battery, it will slide in, no problem as well. But, right, one moment. Right, this is the Boss LiPo 11.1 volt battery. Now let's see if this will slide in. Right, so you can't. So, yeah, if you are going to run your blaster with the Boss LiPo or any type of a battery, 3S battery similar to this type, you are probably going to run into a lot of problems. Can't even slot it in. Unless you get a 3S battery that is like the nunchucks type, like few sticks type that you can slot in. Other than that, yep, you're pretty much out of luck. You have to stick with stock batteries or, yeah, It's still a smaller size battery, I guess. So I'm just going to insert it here, connect it. Right, pop in the covers, and then the butt pad. Right, and then you're done installing the batteries. Right, no problem adjusting the butt stop at any positions. Yeah, I think the butt stop is a 6 position as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 position, quite standardized there. Right, right, let's just give it a few dry fire and see how it sounds like. Right, safety, semi. Now, the motor is actually a 460 motor, so out of box, on a 7.4 volt crappy battery, I would say it is quite responsive. And there's no jam out, no lockout of the gearbox, even with a rapid tire pulling. And then let's see how the full auto sounds like. Right, alright, I guess, not fast, but not terribly slow on a 7.4 battery again. Right, it's not bad. Now, one of the things that I really like about the CYMA M4 is that it comes with the preload out of box. So the switch is actually here, So it has preload out of box, and I find that feature really handy. Right, so now let me just load some gels into the magazine and we do some test shots with the Crony. So I'll be testing using the LDT 3.0, sorry, LDT Milky gels. Let's give it a few shots to get the mag. Yeah, back time. So, right. Right, works well. Auto. Right, works well. Let's get Crony. Right, we'll go with the semi-fire first. Two, 3, 4, 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 4, 2, 40, 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6. So out of box, it averaged out at about 240 FPS on semi. Let's try auto. Right, on full auto, it is a bit inconsistent. 223, 185, 232, 246, 231, 228, 243. And the rate of fire is about 10.8 or 11. Or somewhere around there, I guess. Let me just give it one more burst. See. 241, 224, 242, 230, 246. Still around there. 23 something to 24 something. So let's just say that it has an average of about 240 out of box. I believe it's using a 1.2 spring, in which case it is actually not impressive. But we'll find out whether it's actually a 1.2 or 1.1. If it's a 1.1 spring, it's actually pretty good, the S6 system and stuff. But we'll find out soon. So that's pretty much it, I guess. But since I have some Macs lying around here, I might as well do a quick Mac compatibility test. That would be very interesting. Right, I was told that the T-hop or the T-piece, the piece where the gel goes into, is a bit shorter than the usual type of T-piece. So as a result, if you have the LDT or the typical type of a gel buster magazine, you may actually get them to work, but the T-piece is not long enough to reach the gel stopper. This type of gel stopper, where you have something to compress it, and then the gel will be free, and then it's free to travel out from the channel. So in the CYMA M4, you will have this problem that the gel just can't be released from the channel here. But this is the XM EMAX. Right, it clicks in securely, no problem. Right, even the preload works. It means the mag contact is in the right positions, but it won't shoot. Let me just give you a locks to the mag, no problem. It's quite good as well actually. So it primes, right? It primes, but right. So it's not shooting really well. You get some shots out, but some of them just stuck in there. It's not consistent and it's actually unusable unless you actually do this. You pull the mag and you push it up, and then it fits better, but still not good. So it doesn't really work in this case unless you remove the gel stopper, which will be quite inconvenient, I suppose. So if you have any other type of mags, let's say the LDT, they will all fit. They all fit, clicks in. Even the mag prime works, but it just won't fit well because the T-hop simply is not long enough to activate or push this, to depress this button down to allow the gel to flow out. So in this case, the the magazine from the Kublai actually has the same position, the magazine where the magazine latch on. So the Kublai mag actually works really well with the CYMA receiver. It fits in well and it also works well. I tested it. So that includes the ZMAX from the Kublai. They're basically the same magazine, I suppose. So magazine compatibility, not so good. The magazine does work actually, like even these short mags, like it clicks in. Right, preload works, just means that it will work, but it can't work without removing the gel stopper. So that's one bummer. The short ZMAX, tight fit. Oh, it won't actually click, so it doesn't work actually. The Heramax, right, clicks in. Preload works, but yep. But yeah, that's a bummer. So you are down to their own magazines or the Kublai magazines, which honestly can't really recommend much. So that concludes the review of the CYMA SR16 models. I'll still say it's actually not a bad blaster. It's just that some bugs here and there that we'll find out how to fix them, especially the wobbly handguard, hopefully. And that's about it. If you have any questions, shoot them in my comment sections and then I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like the video. Thank you very much. See you guys soon.